This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 21st of July. I'm James Spann. Got a front approaching from the north. Those don't get around here that often this time of the year. That will bring an increase in the chance of showers and thunderstorms over about the next 24 to 36 hours, and that will be breaking the heat, at least temporarily. Highs over the weekend for North Alabama will likely stay under 90. Let's check the radar early this morning. I'm doing this update live at 5:16. And you can see a persistent band of showers and thunderstorms across North Alabama, the Tennessee Valley. In fact, the National Weather Service in Huntsville has posted a flash flood warning in effect for parts of Madison and Limestone counties. The polygon there is defined as the green box that includes the city of Huntsville. The heaviest rain beginning to move out of Huntsville at 5:16, but another batch will likely be coming in from Limestone County. So again, be aware of that. That'll be kind of a tricky morning commute for Huntsville and parts of Limestone and Madison counties. That is a flash flood warning in effect there. And that band of storms will gradually be sinking southward during the course of the day today. This is the upper air look, and again, the eastern flank of that heat bulb being suppressed as a trough is over the northeast United States. And that will be allowing that surface boundary to push in here. That's the radar composite early this morning, again showing the band of storms over extreme North Alabama. And we'll be keeping a close eye on that. The storms will be strong later today as they push on down to the south. It's a pretty warm, muggy morning. Birmingham at 83. That's the classic UHI, urban heat island effect. Notice all of the other stations are in the 70s away from the city. Got to 80 for Montgomery, 81 for Mobile. Highs today in the mid-90s in most spots, although in the Tennessee Valley, not that hot because of the persistent clouds and showers. So for most of Alabama, there's a heat advisory today, but not for the northern third of the state because of clouds and rain. And again, the counties in purple, that is an excessive heat warning, where the heat index might touch 110 today. But again, thankfully, heat levels come way down over the weekend. There's the watch warning map across the rest of the nation this morning. Those excessive heat warnings, of course, extend back into the southwest United States under the core of that heat bubble. So there is a chance of severe storms later today and tonight across about the northern two-thirds of Alabama. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk as far south as Greensboro, Montgomery, and Eufaula. A level 1 out of 5 marginal risk as far south as Butler, Chapman, and Dothan. And the main concern will be strong straight-line winds as the band of storms gradually sags to the south. And then tomorrow after 7 a.m., we have a marginal risk. That's level 1 out of 5, basically for Birmingham South. And again, the main concern, strong straight-line winds. This is the larger view tomorrow. And you can see another marginal risk over parts of the nation's midsection. And Sunday, day 3, no organized severe storms expected across the country. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days for most of Alabama. Rain amounts between 1/2 and 1.5 inches. This is valid through Friday morning of next week, but really after tomorrow, much of the state looking dry for a while. Weather in the tropics. Got a couple of features on the board there. We've got Don, that tropical storm that's been meandering about for a while, and a tropical wave in the central Atlantic. Don should finally become post-tropical in the North Atlantic by Sunday night, out in the middle of nowhere, no threat to land. And in terms of the tropical wave in the central Atlantic, that's that lower latitude system, the Hurricane Center giving this a 30% chance of becoming a depression or storm over the next 7 days. And it's going to be fighting dry air and subsidence, sinking air in that region. So the odds look fairly low of this forming at least for the next 7 days. But as always, we'll keep a close eye on it. Model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Heat ridge over the southwest, troughing over the northeast, and that surface front near Interstate 40 later today, with a band of showers and thunderstorms in advance of that. And again, this is the high-res HER valid this evening at 6. And again, we stress the radar is not going to look exactly like that. Even these good high-resolution convection-allowing models struggle with summer convection. But there should be thunderstorms around the northern half of the state. And again, where they form, they will be capable of producing strong straight-line winds, so be aware of that. And south of the storm zone, highs up in the mid-90s today. So tomorrow, the front continues to sag southward. For the northern half of the state, the best chance of lingering showers or storms during the morning, the better chance of a storm tomorrow afternoon across the southern counties of the state. And the heat levels come down. Highs under 90 for the northern counties, low 90s for South Alabama. Sunday, the weather not as humid. How about that for much of Alabama? Dew points come down. In fact, we'll be in the 60s. Sunday morning, the high Sunday around 90. The sky sunny. Any storms mainly confined to regions near the Gulf Coast. And even there, not raining all day. And the next week looks pretty quiet. Monday looking dry with low 90s. Tuesday, Wednesday, and there might be an isolated storm, but obviously not much. This is Thursday, so a decent chunk of next week looking dry with highs in the low to mid-90s. And a week from today, this is Friday the 28th, upper high beginning to build in again, and that looks mostly dry with highs in the 90s. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, July 30th. Ridging here, and the GFS puts a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico, south of Gulf Shores. And before you get all worked up about this, let's go to the European. Same deal. Sunday the 30th shows absolutely nothing. And we all know the GFS is famous for putting down tropical systems out there in the land of voodoo that never, ever happens. So if you got a beach trip or something planned for that weekend, don't be too concerned about that. But again, this is hurricane season. And, of course, the peak is coming up in August and September, so at some point we do expect some action there. This is rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean between 1 and 2 inches between now and the 5th of August. Check heat levels coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. Again, you can see 95 today, and this is for Birmingham. Your number could be different. Highs under 90 tomorrow and Sunday. Nice break from the really hot weather, but then we bounce right back in the 90s for all of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for July 28th through August 3rd. If you're looking for a good, cool, refreshing breeze, no. Temperatures will likely be above average. So how about Rock the South in Cullman that's underway? Our friend Kevin Henderson got the drone up and took that shot of the big crowds there yesterday, and of course that goes on through Saturday night, and tonight there could be some storms around, but tomorrow night looks gorgeous with the heat levels way down, the dew points way down, but lightning might be an issue tonight, so just be aware of that, and the organizers will certainly be watching the radar trends. Nice sunset last night. Gotta love a summer sunset here across the great state of Alabama in these good old dog days of summer. Working our way down to the south, weather for the Gulf Coast was gorgeous. That was the sunset at Panama City Beach last night. And again, if you're beach bound, sure, there's always the chance of a storm this time of the year. But again, the weekend's certainly not a washout, and you will see a decent amount of sunshine there. So that's it for the morning update. Don't forget a book signing tomorrow at Jim's Pit Barbecue in Billingsley. That's right there in the Chilton-Autauga County line. It's in Autauga County, but it's on US 82 between Maplesville and Prattville. You will not regret coming to this one. We'll be there from 10 to noon. They got a big car show going on, and it's going to be a marvelous, marvelous day. We'll have the books there. All you can do is pray. That's the book about April 27, 2011. Weathering Life, autobiography, and Benny and Chipper, our weather book for kids, all the shirts and the hats. I am looking forward to this one. Longtime followers know that that's my favorite barbecue joint, and there's some amazing barbecue joints in this state. But I love Jim's. So again, Jim's Barbecue tomorrow on US 82 between 10 and noon. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.